Are the Lightning at risk of crashing themselves out of the playoffs? And are the Rangers have their mojo back as they continue on with a torrid tear? We'll get to all of those games that happened and what the standings look like after the past couple of days of game action. We'll get to all that coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the End-to-End Hockey channel. Now before we begin this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe below. Thank you for all of your support, would never be able to without you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget the subscribe button down below and don't forget to comment down in the comment section below so you can also discuss in this video. So as we talked about, Bolts are falling down those standings, Rangers are climbing back up, and the Atlantic Division is right now so awfully crowded in the middle of it. So we get to all of those games that happened over the past couple of days. There were 9 games that happened back over on Monday and 8 games happened yesterday on Tuesday. So we get to all those games here. First, so the Boston Bruins overcome a third period deficit, scored 4 unanswered goals and came from behind to beat San Jose 6-3. As they have a 4-game point streak improved to 23, 19, and 6, and for a time being were in a playoff spot. So good stuff there for Boston to get back on the winning side of things. Well, the San Jose Sharks have lost 3 straight 6-7 and fall to 14, 29, and 6. Bad stuff there for San Jose. For the Bruins, Coyle had 3.8, scoring 2 goals and adding an assist. Pastrnak, Marchand, and Lindholm all had a goal and an assist. Poitras had 2 assists, and Lettieri also scored for the Bruins in the win, while Smith had a goal and an assist, and Gaudreau and Zetterlund both also scored for the Sharks in the loss. So a bad loss there for San Jose. They had a lead, but could not hold on to it. Then we saw Minnesota Wild break a tie in the third period, thanks to this goal here from Yakov Trenin, and all concerns Sportsnet, but Trenin was able to break a tie in the third period, and the Wild would add an insurance marker to beat the Colorado Avalanche 3-1, as they've ended the 3-game losing streak and improved to 28-15-4, while the Avalanche have fallen to 28-19-1. So really big win there for the Minnesota Wild to stay ahead of Colorado. For the Wild, Milton had a goal and an assist, Ogren had 2 assists, Faber and Trenin both also scored, and Fleury stopped 25-26 shots he faced in the win for Minnesota, while McKinnon was a lone goal scorer for the Avalanche loss, as you'd probably expect. So a really interesting game, but the Minnesota Wild did come away with an impressive victory over the Colorado Avalanche. Then we saw Seattle Kraken blow a few leads but recovered and took down Buffalo again, this time 6-4, as they have won 3 of 4 and improved to 21-24-3, only 3 games below 500, while the Buffalo Sabres have lost 3 of 4 and fall to 17-24-5, remaining dead last in the Eastern Conference. Bad stuff there for Buffalo. For the Kraken, McCann had 3.8, goal, 2 assists. Stevenson, Larson, and Oleksiak all had a goal and an assist. Evans had 2 assists, and Hayden also scored for the Kraken in the win, while Thompson and Zucker both had a goal and an assist. Krebs had 2 assists, and Tuck and Quinn both also scored for the Sabres in the loss. It was a high-scoring game, but the Kraken, after they got their lead, never looked back and held on for the victory. Then we saw St. Louis Blues blow a late 2-goal lead. They were up 2 with under 4 minutes to go, but gave up 2 late ones, but recovered in a shootout and did beat the Vegas Golden Knights 5-4 in a shootout. As they've won 4 of 6 and improved to 23-21-4, Blues are closing in on a playoff spot, while the Vegas Golden Knights have lost 4 straight 6-7 and fall 29-14-4. Bad stuff there for Vegas. For the Blues, Kyrou had 2 assists, Fowler, Neighbors, Walker, and Shen were 4 regulation goal scorers, and Neighbors and Shen were 2 shootout goal scorers for the Blues in the win, while Theodore had 4 assists, Eichel and Dorofeev both had goal and an assist, Hurdle and Howland both also scored in regulation, and Eichel was one shootout goal scorer for the Knights in the loss. So it was a bad loss there from Vegas as they continue to lose, now having lost 6 of 7. Bad stuff there for the Knights. Then we saw New York Islanders score 3 unanswered goals and came from behind to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-1, as the Islanders have won 5 of 7 and improved to 19-27, almost back up to 500, while the Blue Jackets had their 7-game point streak end and fall at 22-18-7. Bad blow there for the Jackets to their playoff chances. For the Islanders, Horvat scored twice, Barzal had 2 assists, Holmstrom also scored, and Sorokin stopped 24 of 25 shots he faced in the win for the Islanders, while Johnson was a lone goal scorer for the Jackets in the loss. So a bad loss there from Columbus as they fall a little bit in the standings. Then we saw Toronto Maple Leafs jump out to a 2-goal lead and held on for a 5-3 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning, as they have won 3 straight 8 of 11 and improved to 30-16-2, the first Atlantic Division team to 30 wins. The Lightning fall to 25-17-3. Bad stuff there for Tampa. For the Leafs, Nyes had 2 goals and an assist, and Martin who had a goal and 2 assists, both had 3-point nights. Matthews had a goal and an assist, Nylander also scored for the Leafs in the win, while Paul scored twice, Radish had a goal and an assist, and Hedman had 2 assists for the Lightning in the loss. So a bad loss there from Tampa as they lose some ground in the Atlantic Division. Then we saw Carolina Hurricanes overcome an early 2-goal deficit, came from behind to beat Chicago 4-3 in overtime, thanks to this goal here from Sebastian Aho, and Sportsnet, but Aho was able to get the OT winner, and Carolina took down Chicago. As the Hurricanes have won 4 of 6 and improved to 28-16-3, having the Hawks, who now have a 3-game point streak but have lost 5 of 6, fall to 15-28-4 in the year, so a bad loss there from Chicago. For the Hurricanes, Slavin had 3 assists, Aho had a goal, which was the OT winner, and an assist, and Jarvis, Kotkaniemi, and Saul also scored for the Hurricanes in the win, while Khrushchev and Donal both had a goal and an assist, and Bertuzzi also scored for the Blackhawks in the OT loss, so a bad loss there from Chicago as they continue to falter over the past couple of games. Then we saw Utah open up a 4-goal lead and held on to beat the Winnipeg Jets 5-2 as they improved to 2019-7, back above 500, while the Winnipeg Jets have lost and fallen to 31-14-3. Bad stuff there for Winnipeg. For the Utah Hockey Club, Hayden had 3.8 with a goal and 2 assists. Keller had a goal and an assist. Schmalz and Dome both also had 2 assists, with Michelli, Mata scoring his first as a member of Utah, and Cooley also scoring for Utah in the win, while Ehlers had 2 assists, Niederreiter and DeMello were 2 goal scorers for the Jets in the loss. So a bad loss there from Winnipeg as they fall at the hands of the Utah Hockey Club. And the final game we saw over on Monday was between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the LA Kings, as the Penguins would open up a 3-goal lead and never looked back and destroyed LA 5-1 as they improved to 20-21-8, dropping the Kings, who have lost 4 of 5 to 25-14-5. A bad stretch here for Los Angeles. For the Penguins, Bavile, Crosby, and Hayes all had a goal and an assist. Malkin and Glass both also scored, and Nedeljkovic shot 25 of 26 shots he faced in the win for Pittsburgh, while Kempe was the lone goal scorer for the Kings in the loss. So a bad loss there from Los Angeles as they fall at the hands of Pittsburgh. Those were all the games we saw over on Monday. Going over to the 8 we saw yesterday on Tuesday. First, the Philadelphia Flyers blow a 3rd period lead but recovered and beat the Detroit Red Wings in overtime 2-1 as they have a 3-game win and 6-game point streak, and they improved to 22-20-6, while the Red Wings have lost 3 straight, 4 of 5, and fall to 21-21-5. Bad stretch here for Detroit. For the Flyers, Farabee had a goal and an assist. Ristolainen, who had the O2 winner, also scored, and Ersson stopped 27-28 shots he faced in the win for Philadelphia, with Sherratt being the lone goal scorer for the Red Wings in the loss. So a bad loss there from Detroit as they falter at the hands of the Philadelphia Flyers. Then we saw New York Rangers open the scoring and shut out the Ottawa Senators 5-0 as the Rangers have a 9-game point streak and improved to 23-20-4, while the Senators have their 6-game point streak end, and they fall 24-19-4 and lose some ground in the wildcard race. So a bad loss there from Ottawa. For the Rangers, Lafreniere had a goal and an assist. Fox had 2 assists. Panarin, Kaliev, Cooley, and Rempe also scored, and Shesterkin stopped all 20 shots he faced in the shutout and victory for the Rangers. So another fantastic performance from Shesterkin, and the Rangers are gaining a little bit in the wildcard race. Then we saw the Montreal Canadiens score 3 unanswered goals, including this goal here from Jake Evans, and I'll go Sportsnet, but Evans was able to get the 3rd goal late in the 3rd period, and the Canadiens would come away with a 3-2 victory over Tampa as they have won 4 of 5 and improved to 24-19-4, while the Lightning lost and fall to 25-18-3. A bad loss there from Tampa. For the Canadiens, Laine had 2 assists, and Evans, Newhook, and Slafkovsky were 3 goal scorers for the Canadiens in the win, while Kucherov and Gensel were 2 goal scorers for the Lightning in the loss. So a bad loss there from Tampa as they lose some ground in the Atlantic Division. Then we saw the Carolina Hurricanes blow a lead but recovered and beat the Dallas Stars 2-1 as they have won 3 straight, 5 of 7, and improve to 29-16-3, while the Stars fall 29-17-1 on the year. So an intriguing game there, but it was a really good win there for the Hurricanes. Kotkaniemi scored twice, Necas had 2 assists, and Kochetkov stopped 22-23 shots he faced in the win for the Hurricanes, while Harley was the one goal scorer for the Stars in the loss. The Stars are stumbling a little bit as of late, but the Hurricanes get a massive win here. Then we saw the San Jose Sharks build up a massive lead. They were up 5-1 at one point. It looked like they would cruise to a victory, but the Predators would overcome that 4-goal deficit, scored 6 unanswered goals, including this go-ahead goal here from Nick Blankenberger on Sportsnet. But Blankenberger was able to get the go-ahead goal, and the Predators would come from behind to beat the San Jose Sharks 7-5, as they have won 4 straight, 6 of 8, and improved to 17-22-7, while the Sharks have lost 4 straight, 7 of 8, and fall to 14-30-6. An embarrassing loss there from the San Jose Sharks. For the Predators, Marshall have 4.8, a goal and 3 assists. Novak and Forsberg, who both had a goal and 2 assists, both had 3-point nights. Yossi had a goal and an assist, and Baron, Blankenberg, and Svechkov also scored for Predators in the win, while Granlund scored twice. Celebrini had a goal and an assist. Eklund and Ceci both had 2 assists, and Wallman and Kunin both also scored for the Sharks in the loss. So it was a really high-scoring game. Sharks should have won that one, but a resilient effort from the Predators get them the extra 2 points. Then we saw the Washington Capitals scored 3 unanswered goals and held on at the end of the game to beat the Edmonton Oilers 3-2, as they have a 5-game win and 10-game point streak and improved to 32-10-5, one of the best teams in the NHL, while the Edmonton Oilers fall at 29-15-3 on the year. Bad loss there from Edmonton. For the Capitals, Dubois had a goal and assist, and Wilson and Protas, both those will score for the Capitals in the win, while Drysdale had a goal and an assist, and Perry also scored for the Oilers in the loss. So a bad loss there from Edmonton as they fall at the hands of the Washington Capitals. Then we saw the Florida Panthers score 3 unanswered goals and took down the Anaheim Ducks 5-2, as they won 3 of 4 and have a point of 5-7 and improved to 28-17-3, while the Ducks have lost 4 straight, 7 of 8, and fall at 18-23-6. So the Ducks are stumbling a little bit as of late. For the Panthers, Regi had a goal and an assist. Sam Moskevich and Nosek both had 2 assists, and Balinskis, Reinhart, Rodriguez, and Bennett also scored for the Panthers in the win, while McTavish and Vetrano were 2 goal scorers for the Ducks in the loss. So a bad loss there from Anaheim as they fall a little bit in the standings. And then we saw Buffalo Sabres overcome a 3rd-period deficit and came from behind to take down the Vancouver Canucks 3-2, as they improved to 18-24-5, dropping the Canucks, who have lost 3 of 4, 7 of 9, and fall to 20-16-10. Bad loss there from Vancouver. For the Sabres, Kulik had a 3-point night with a goal and 2 assists. Patricia had a goal and an assist. Dahlin had 2 assists, and Thompson also scored for Sabres in the win, while Pettersson and DiGiuseppe were 2 goal scorers for the Canucks in the loss. An awful loss there as the Canucks lose ground in the standings. So some interesting games happened from over the past couple of days. Now going over to see how those games have affected the standings as it sits right now. So as it sits right now, 3 teams in the Eastern Conference have now reached the 60-point plateau. That's the Carolina Hurricanes, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the 69-point Washington Capitals, who are all looking really good right now. You also have the New Jersey Devils and Florida Panthers still above 50 points. Then you have 53-point Tampa in the Atlantic Division spot number 3. So a really good spot there to still be in 3rd in the Atlantic for Tampa. And then the wildcard race at this point is absolutely crazy in the East. You have Ottawa at 52 points in the first wildcard position, Montreal at 52 points in the second wildcard position. You have Boston tied with those 2 teams, but have 1 more game played out of a playoff spot. So Boston at 52 points is first runner-up. Then the Jackets at 51 points. They're 1 point out of a playoff spot. The Rangers and Flyers both at 50 points. They're only 2 out of a playoff spot. The Penguins have 48 points. They're only 4 out of a playoff spot. And the Red Wings have 47. They're only 5 out of a playoff spot. So really tight race here for an Eastern Conference playoff spot. And now Tampa is not safe, as a couple of losses have them at 53 points. While in the Western Conference, now 4 teams have 60-plus points, including Winnipeg, Vegas, Edmonton, and now Minnesota. You have Dallas and Los Angeles, as well as Colorado, still above 50 points. And then there have been a couple more teams who hit the 50-point plateau, as the Flames are still sitting at 51 points and in a playoff spot as the second wildcard team, while the Canucks and Blues both have 50 points, and they're both 1 point out of a playoff spot. Now Utah's at 47 points and only 4 out of a playoff spot. Seattle's at 45 points and are only 6 out of a playoff spot. So the race for the Western Conference playoff race isn't as tight, but it's still an interesting race nonetheless. So definitely, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all that down in the comment section below. So I'm going to talk for today. Anything in the standings surprised you, especially about how close that East is? Any games surprising to you? Was Boston beating San Jose a surprise? Was Carolina beating Chicago in overtime a surprise? Was NYR beating Columbus a surprise? Was Toronto beating Tampa a surprise? Was Montreal beating Tampa a surprise? Was New York Rangers shutting out Ottawa a surprise? Was Florida beating Anaheim a surprise? Definitely love to get your guys' thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. That's all I'm going to talk about for today. We're going to like this video. If you'd like to subscribe below. Thank you for your support. We know to love you guys. So if you haven't already, definitely subscribe button down below. Definitely comment down in the comment section below. So discuss this video. Also a blog to news, rumors, analysis, stuff for that. So check that out. It'll be in the description below. And kind of see you guys all for next video. See you guys soon.